Thank you for chipping in. Today's memory sequence is Hookers and Hookups. Great choice. Enjoy!
Sex. Sex is everywhere in Night City. You can see it plastered all over the skylines and in the dark, wet alleyways. No matter where you are, there's no escaping it. Other than money and power, there's no greater motivator. Me, I'm pro-sex worker. If you got the goods and people want to rent them, then go to town and paint the city red. As a matter of fact, I freaking Daws and Johns whenever I have a chance. My chums often ask me if I'm ashamed to pay for sex. I laugh at them. I'm not paying for sex. I'm paying them to leave after I'm done. I can find someone to have sex with easily. Just look around. Everybody's down to f***. But when it comes to relationships, sex complicates things. There's feelings involved other than natural urges of attraction. You start to get attached. Then only disappointment and pain follows. With sex workers, there's no feelings involved, only fun. It's a win-win. Some do need to be careful if they choose this line of work. Sometimes they might find themselves in a situation where they're not in control of their body or fate. Still, this story's not about sex clubs and sex workers. This story's about my mission to find true love and how I thought I found it, but instead, it led me to an unexpected surprise. I had a date with this girl. Her name is Panam. At first she was hesitant, but I soon won her over with my charm. Our first date, I helped her find her car. A little unusual, I thought, for our first date, but she was definitely worth any trouble that came along. Our second date, I helped her take out a group of no-good scum, and it turned out to be the battle of our lifetime. But it didn't matter because I figured I had finally found my ride or die, true love, the one you take home to grandma. When we emerged victorious, Panam invited me back to the Sunset Motel for drinks to celebrate and who knows what else. So we slammed a few brewskis back and talked about our successful second date, and it eventually led to our sleeping arrangements. One could assume that after all we've been through, and seeing how we're having drinks at this hotel, I let the liquid courage do the rest of the talking. I suggested maybe we get one room, and to my delight she agreed, but only to be severely disappointed when Panam mentioned rooms having twin beds and how we can save money. Still, I thought maybe being a little bit more straightforward might give me a more definite answer, and it did. She was letting me down gently. So now, not only was I disappointed, I was also embarrassed, and when she walked away to go to sleep, I drank to forget. Pouring them back one after another until I couldn't remember why I was even in this roadside motel. While getting back to our shared hotel room, a little past 2 a.m., I got a text message from someone I didn't expect. It was Meredith Stout. Meredith is a badass corporal that works for Militech, and she takes no shit from anyone. A force not to be reckoned with. Meredith was an acquaintance of mine that I happened to do a job for. She was texting me as a professional courtesy, thanking me for a job well done. With a belly full of liquid courage and other juices flowing, I took a swing and it connected. Before I knew it, I was on my way to a booty call with one of the most feared women in Night City. To say the least, Meredith was stunning. Not only was she stunning, but adventurous and experienced. She had so many toys at the ready. Studded dildos, fist pounders, double connectors. Not to mention her drop-dead sexy dominatrix costume. And dominate me she did. I let her have me any way she wanted, and oh, she was hungry. When all was said and done, she left me with the best memento I could ever ask for. Sir John Fallistiff, a dildo we both used to pledge our sacred palace and prison wallets to. Naturally, I would beat down the first person I came across with it. But that wasn't enough. The smell of Meredith as I swung Sir John Fallon's stiff was intoxicating. Either that or I was still tipsy from before. I decided to put this baby to the test, and boy did it deliver. Not even the muscles on this gigantic freak was a match for my new dildo. Needless to say, I spent the rest of the night running through the streets with my dildo club in hand, ready to give some love to anybody that was willing, and anybody that had the unfortunate luck of running into me. As for my relationship with Panam, only time will tell. She's still waiting for me at the Sunset Motel, and we already have plans for date number 3.
Thank you for choosing Night City Chronicles. Goodbye.